Welcome to Unlock Your Wellbeing, the podcast that teaches you the simple keys to health and happiness so that you can grow as a human being into a well-being. And now here's your host, author, certified wellness coach, mother and wife, Alicia Leadham. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Unlock Your Wellbeing with me as your host, Alicia Leadham, your wellness coach and newly author of our book that was just released a month ago. So I want to have a little chat with you guys today on this episode because this is going to be our official last episode of the first season of this podcast. So while that is very sad, I'm sad and kind of excited for a little bit of a break. I have good news. The good news is that there will be a season 2. And we're just all going to take a little bit of a break in the summer. Well, let me dive into it. I want to give you a little bit of some updates of, kind of what's going on in my, my world and my life and my business. If you've been tuning in for a while, towards my life and not the other way around. And so that is exactly why I am choosing to, just press pause on the podcast over the summer, because my business is here to support me in living the best life that I can. And that's been my ultimate goal for helping you guys too in this podcast, is to share with you all of the ways to start thinking differently and start behaving differently and start acting differently to improve your well-being, to really create a life that you love. And I really believe, and I've been hearing from quite a few of you actually, that you have been picking up so many incredible gems over this first season with each and every episode. Like every episode has felt like I am your personal wellness coach and we're having a session together. And that just makes my heart just feel so good. Together, as we've been doing this together over this season. So like I was saying, I really believe in the power of living at the pace of nature. In fact, it's one of my affirmations from my book, and it's like an entire belief system for unlocking the gold key of nature for your well-being, which is chapter 4 of the book. But I think it's so important that we learn to embrace the seasons of life. And just like with nature doesn't say, oh, this season is better than the other. Oh, I wish this season were over so that I could be in this other season. They just say, hey, this is the season I'm in and I'm going to fully embrace it, and that's what how I choose to live my life. And so, yeah, I've decided this summer we're just going to press pause on the podcast. I've been recording one episode a week, just about one episode a week since January of 2020. We brought on a new team member, an intern. Her name is Ainsley. Shout out to Ainsley. Last winter, before we started, and she helped us get this podcast up and running and kept it going. She has been there with me and helping us get the show up and out every single week. And with all of my crazy ideas and my last minute changes and, this podcast is not my first and foremost, part of my business. It's just, a supportive thing that I'm doing because I want to provide a lot of really good value for you guys. And so, I have my client work as the number one. And then I was writing the book on top of all of that, and keeping my clients happy, doing other kinds of marketing and sales and whatnot. And so the podcast was always kind of on the side, but it has been important. And so what I'm saying is we all just need to give Ainsley a round of applause for handling and rolling with the craziness with me and all of that. And so maybe that's a little bit of an insight that you, as my listeners, are getting into as well, is my business and my life a little bit. So like I said, taking a little bit of a of a pause on this show. And here's what we're going to be doing in the meantime. In the meantime, I actually have a really exciting summer coming up. I have tomorrow. So I'm filming this on a Thursday, and tomorrow morning, me, Michael, and Melrose are hitting the road at 6 a.m. and we're driving on down to a family reunion that we're having at Lake of the Ozarks, which is going to be really fun and exciting. Then we are flying in the rest of our team. When I say our, I mean Michael, my husband. He has his company called Catching Leadership, which is a leadership and consulting company. And then I obviously have my company, Alicia Leadham Wellness. And so what we do, a lot of our work sometimes will overlap and intertwine with each other because leaders, as you know, this podcast is for many leaders out there. You are really starting to understand the impact and the importance of having a very strong sense of well-being, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It's so important. And so my work has been really being brought in as a combination with leadership with Michael. And so we have a team that has been growing over the last year and a half. Yeah, pretty much a year. And so they do work for both of us. If I have a client, then I'll have one person from the team will start with me on that. And, you know, there's just all sorts of logistics of stuff with that. My point is we're flying them all in because most of them live in South Carolina, and we are hosting our ribbon cutting event here in Dubuque, Iowa. And so the ribbon cutting is hey, you know, Michael and I, Alicia Leadham Wellness and Catching Leadership are here in Dubuque and open for business essentially for local companies and then really everywhere because we work virtually most of the time. And then we'll do our workshops or events in person. But a lot of the coaching and even quite a lot of the speaking is done virtually still. But, you know, more and more, it's starting to become in person. I'm actually, once I'm done recording this podcast, I'm going to do a speaking engagement in person, which is very exciting. It's actually one of the first ones for my book tour. I digress. So we get back from our vacation. We have our ribbon cutting / my official book signing event right along the Mississippi at a winery. I'm super excited. Be sure to connect with me over on social media so you can see the pictures and all the videos and the stories and everything from the event. I'm super excited. I got a really pretty dress. It's gold. Obviously, for very obvious reasons. The 6 Gold Keys to Wellbeing, a guide to unlocking happy and healthy life, available on Amazon now. So we have that event, and then the team is here for a few days. We're going to be doing some brainstorming together, planning out the rest of the year together, and then fun. We're going to be going fishing with Michael. We're going to be taking them on the boat on the lake. We're going to be going for hikes, cooking food for them, just, connecting and enjoying our time together. And then a few days after they leave, then Michael and I are headed down to a place it's kind of right off of the border of Iowa and Wisconsin. It's in the Driftless area to host a Catching Leadership retreat. And so how Michael and I do retreats is typically one of us will lead our own retreat. So whether it's a Catching Leadership retreat or an Alicia Leadham Wellness retreat, and then the other person is in a supportive role for them. And so in the past, when I've had my own, Alicia Leadham Wellness retreats, Michael is always there, and everyone says he's your secret weapon, at my retreats. And so now he says the same thing for me. I'm there at his, and I'll lead, the mindfulness sessions. I'll lead them through guided meditations. I'll lead them through some forest bathing sessions outside, some yoga sessions, some mindset and well-being sessions. And so I am his secret weapon as well for his. So we'll be at that retreat for him. And then we have our 10-year wedding anniversary in June. Just so many exciting things where I'm flying down a few weeks later to a client in Florida where I am hosting a 3-day custom retreat for about 30 people in their team. I'm so excited. This is all based on my book and my framework for well-being, but it's like, an immersion and experience of the book. I'm just like so pumped for that. Michael and I will be going up to visit, we're going to go to Mackinac Island and kind of check out and camp around like the Upper Peninsula area, which I've heard is so beautiful. And this is there's an island like I think it's northeast off of Michigan. And it's an island that you have to take a ferry to get out to. And they don't have any cars on the island. And so there's just like horses and mostly like biking and walking, and it's just supposed to be really cute and beautiful. So we'll be doing that and a few other things, which if you know me and have been tuning in, I will be camping a lot. I'll be outside all the time, whatnot for my personal life. But in terms of the business, we're doing a lot of publicity and marketing for the book. I have quite a few podcast interviews lined up that I'll be on other people's podcasts. So that's also kind of a reason why we're pressing pause on mine, because I'll be spending quite a bit of time on others and news channels and magazines and just lots of fun publicity stuff. And then we're starting quite a few new exciting clients for my wellness workshop series. So what I do primarily right now with my business is I offer my well-being program or my well-being framework as a program, as a workshop series. And so I will be leading this for a bank based out of Chicago. There's going to be quite a few people in that one, which I'm really excited for. And then I have a bunch of one-off speaking engagements and a couple other clients that we're actually starting this summer as well. So just need to really focus on slowing down with enjoying the summer, enjoying my travels, and then just being really focused on my business and working with my new clients. I'm wrapping up some clients right now that I'm really sad to be wrapping up because it's been really fun working with them. But that's when it was a really good program and everyone got a lot out of it, because it's like, oh, I'm so sad that it's over, but I'm so glad it happened, So that's what's going on back here in the world of the ALW. So I just want to really hop on here, give you guys some insight of what's happening, why you won't be seeing some episodes for a while. We don't have an official date that we'll be back, but it's looking like it will likely be close to Labor Day. So if we're not connected on social media, please come and add me. Add me over on LinkedIn, add me on Instagram, and be sure to join my newsletter. We're going to be bringing those back too, and you can stay connected with everything that's going on together over there. And there might be a really cool announcement of something that we may or may not be doing this fall that you would want to be on the newsletter to be the first to know about. Okay. So that's when we're thinking with that. And okay, here's the other thing. I'm just going to totally switch gears right now into something that I want to share before I forget, because I just think it is so cool. So I consider myself a very spiritual person. And this is actually one of my biggest secrets to my confidence, to achieving my intentions, to co-creating a life that I love, to doing the things that I'm doing, to being of service, to having and feeling really truly at peace. And so I am really into angel numbers. Okay. And so angel numbers are like, if you see the number 1111, quite a bit, which typically is one of the first angel numbers that people will start to see in their like spiritual awakening. Is like, I'm seeing 1111 all the time. What does that mean? When you see 1111, maybe you see it on the clock every day. Maybe it's on a receipt when you get your groceries somewhere. Maybe you see it on the driver's license or someone's license plate, in the car in front of you. What this means when you see it is that to be really aware of your thoughts and know that you are deeply, deeply supported and your angels are with you in that very moment. And so start to be really conscious of what was I just thinking about right before then? Like you are in a deep state of co-creation and manifestation in that moment, and you're being guided, you're being led, you're being supported, like you are on your way. So when you start to see beautiful angel numbers, you increase that connection that you have with the universe or with God or spirit or whatever word that fits you and helps you to feel the most connected, to have a spiritual relationship of your own understanding, because I think spirituality is a very, very deeply personal journey. So what I'm getting at with this is before I released the book, I looked up one day angel number 6 because of the 6 keys. Okay. And I hadn't done this before I created this framework for well-being, but I was led to do this one day, and I have to read to you what it says, you guys. Okay, here we go. Angel number 6 brings a message from the angels to keep a balance between your material goals and aspirations and your spiritual inner self. Respect yourself and others by taking responsibility for your own life and be honest and fair in all of your dealings. Be grateful for what you have already, as an attitude of gratitude encourages further positive abundance into your life. When the angel number 6 appears, it tells of the ability to use the intellect to bring about positive outcomes in your life. Be open to angelic signs and signals, maintain a positive attitude, and trust that opportunities will present themselves that will allow you to meet your material and your financial needs. Trust that all will be provided for you as you take care of and serve yourself and others, and as you pursue your divine life purpose and your soul mission. Angel number 6 encourages you to be loving, caring, and nurturing of yourself and others. Okay, if you don't have chills with me right now, I do, because that's amazing. That is everything that I wanted for the book, is to encourage you to be loving, caring, and nurturing to yourself so that you can do that for others, to help you be grateful for everything that you already have, which is going to help you be a co-creator of bringing in your intentions into reality, of finding true balance in your life between your goals and what you want, and also that inner self of who you are within, taking responsibility for you and yourself and giving you the tools to be able to do that. Like, that is everything in this book. And so it just, it gave me such peace to read that. And I just wanted to share that with you. And, if that resonated with you, let me know. I would love to hear that. So here's the final thing I'm going to leave you guys with, is on this episode, we wanted to end this season with a bang. And so we decided to do a giveaway of my book, to wrap the season up. So here's what we've decided to do. Because the number 6 is so significant to me and the book, and the angels have a really big message for us with it, I'm going to be giving away 6 copies of the book. And so you have a very high chance of winning one, I think. So here's what you need to do to win a copy. All you have to do is go to iTunes, is go to your iTunes podcast app, which is the one you're likely listening to this on. If you're listening on Spotify, just go and download the podcast app from iTunes. And on there, you'll be able to leave a 5-star review and leave a written review about the podcast that you would like someone to who is thinking about listening to the show telling them what it is that you are getting out of the show, and just leave us a written review about your experience of the show together. And so leave your review. Of everyone who leaves one from the day that the show is out until about a month after. It's going to be about mid-June. I'm not going to give an exact date, but just do it ASAP. Then we're going to put all of the names into a drawing, and we're going to pull out 6, and y'all are going to win a copy of the book. We'll mail it out to you, okay? Physical copy of the book. So like I said, you have a really high chance of getting it. And if you listened all the way to the end, then yeah, you definitely have a high chance. So go and do that. Please reach out to us, support@alicialeadham.com if you have any issues with it or any questions. And let's stay connected. Please be sure to subscribe to the show so that you don't miss when season 2 is out and ready for us to connect. Yeah, I'll connect with you guys over on social, really, sign up for the newsletter, all of the things, and let's stay in contact. And listen, I want y'all to read the book over the summer. Read the book over the summer, and then let's reconvene in the fall, and, let's chat. That's the other thing, is if you have any thing that you want us to really focus on with season 2, we're totally open to hearing that. Send us an email, support@alicialeadham.com. Let us know, are there guests that you want us to interview? Are there different kind of styles of the show that you want us to interview? Are there different topics you want us to dive into season 2? Season 1 was really kind of giving you guys the basics around the 6 keys around your well-being, and so we can go deeper together into that in season 2. There's so many places that we could go with it together, and believe me, I have a lot more to say. So there won't be an issue with even continuing on with the 6 keys and just giving you guys so many beautiful tips and tools for really improving the quality of your life and improving your overall well-being. So with that, you guys, I so appreciate you being here with us on this journey. And thank you. Like, from the bottom of my heart, for tuning in, for listening, for being here with me, and for trusting me to share words, ideas, and thoughts with you that you are open and ready to hear with me. I'm really grateful for that opportunity. So let's stay in touch, you guys. I will see you all very soon. Have an incredible summer. Go outside, stay barefoot, spend all the time outdoors if you can. Make sure you eat in season, okay? We're in berry season right now. The veggies are coming. The summer fun veggies are coming, you guys. And yeah. With that, I'll see y'all very soon. Namaste.